Hi, can you hear me? Hi, it's great to be here. I'm a refugee of the recession, so I live in Liscannor now. We moved there 2 years ago, so I'm not used to seeing loads of people in any one place. We live in the middle of nowhere. It's wonderful to be here. I have tickets for the match tomorrow night, and it was fabulous to hear all those poets, and I'm really sorry now, I have to apologise. I'm going to lower the tone completely. I don't know if any of you know me, probably not, and you're probably better off, except the crowd at the back wearing the rosettes, which I did not make or ask them to wear. I've been writing, all the old cliches since I was a kid. Started making money at it though when I was 11. My teacher, Mrs. Marinan, we used to call her long-legged Italy. We used to have a competition every week, and the prize was sixpence. And Mr. Dunbar's shop on the Dublin Road sold the Cleves toffee for sixpence. So that's what made me start writing. I won it for about 6 weeks in a row, and then Mrs. Marinan changed the rules. Then, because I was winning it too often, she decided I was barred. So that was my first lesson about publishing. And not only did you get the sixpence, you got to write in the book that was up, hanging up on the wall. And the Kigura read it when he came. And when the Kigura came, she used to have this routine with me. Helena, tell the Kigura what you're going to be, what you're going to do when you grow up. And my answer always was, I want to write a book. So the Kigura came after she barred me from the competition. And she says, Helena, what do you want to be? Tell the Kigura when you grow up. An air hostess. So I got her back anyway. My next foray into writing was with the Irish Press. I was 12 at this stage, and there was a page called Dear Jimmy. I don't know if anybody remembers it, but he paid way more than Mrs. Marinan. He paid 10 shillings if you had your comments published on a Saturday. So I discovered there was a knack to getting your comments published very often without being noticed, like Mrs. Marinan had with me. And that kept me in a good few bob now, I'd say, for at least 3 years. Unfortunately then, I started writing poetry, so that was the end of income, forever. In college, again, still writing the poetry, I'm afraid. And I lost my appetite for it, because at the time in Galway, and I hope none of you are here now, there was a kind of fairly militant crowd of poets, and I don't think they were quite ready for Helena's version of poetry from Limerick. But then my writing career kind of stalled for a while because I had little mortgages, babies, and after that, I think with all writers, what you need is the kick in the guts. You need the kick in the guts that says you only have one life to live. And my kick in the guts was that my sister Maura died of breast cancer when she was 36 and I was 34. And it really was that you double over with the shock of it, first of all, that you're actually, you're not going to live forever. And secondly, I think, the positives of it is that it makes you do what in your heart you really, really want to do. And it makes you say, right, so, okay, I want to write a book. I wanted to write a book since I was that height. I'm going to do it. And all the people can say is, it's a crap book. And that's fine. There's loads of crap books in the world. They're not going to kill me. I'm not going to die. So I think after that, I just started writing my first novel called Pinna Duffy. And it's true what they say about first novels. They're semi-autobiographical. It was about kind of Pinhead. It was my brother Eamon, and he died last year. So it's wonderful to have Pinhead Duffy now as a kind of record, really, of Eamon, my brother, lunatic as a kid, And I really kind of appreciate the fact that I did it. So then I hit the big time, if you like, with myself and my best friend Trisha, who's a writer as well, and we started writing under the pseudonym Sarah O'Brien. We had this idea about writing kind of, I suppose, mass markets, women's fiction, and anything that was out there at the time was real love, mushy stuff. So we decided we'd Limerickize it. So we had a knacker protagonist that was running around with drug dealers and the whole lot, and you know, she was a great laugh altogether. And I think there's a fashion to that kind of writing, and once you're not happy with it anymore, then don't do it really, you know. I mean, no money will pay you, you know. It's another thing I learned along the way. And we're still together. I must myself and Tricia. We're still together. We work, at the moment, we're making a movie with a lovely young fella from Ennis, and I love recessions because it throws up these kind of opportunities where money, it's not about money anymore, it's about what you really want to do in your heart, you know. And I think for a writer, it's kind of logical really, it's a logical move. You know, you write a book, and then you can put pictures with books, you know, with the words, and that's magic. And it's just another ambition of mine that, you know, hopefully, you know, I don't want to be one of the posthumous ones, recognised after I'm dead, not good enough, you know. I want to apologise for the fan club at the back again. I can hear them below. I'm trying to think now. I think maybe I'll just read. And again, I apologise in advance for the bad language, for the bad accents, and you know, just live with it, okay? At times like this, I wish I tumbled down his voice. I don't know how I'd hold it now. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Yeah. The hours slip by and I can't believe it's midnight when I finally check the time. I go downstairs in search of food. The house is in darkness and I debate whether to sneak into Fiona's room and steal baby Harvey. I make a cheese sandwich and head back upstairs. As I brush my teeth, something hits the window pane with a loud crack like a bullet. I duck down on the bathroom floor, and then there's another shower of cracks, but this time at Fiona's bedroom window. I run into her room just as she opens the window. "I just want to see him, Fiona. I just want to see my son, like," Big shouts up at her from the front garden. He's slurring his words, drunk or doped up or both. "I love you, like. I don't care about you making a statement to the law. I don't care about nothing. Only I know I love you, like." "Close the window, Fiona. He's drunk." She looks at me, then back at Big. "Fiona, just show me him. Just show me my child so I can go home happy." I go to the window, almost pushing Fiona out of the way. "Go home, you fool," I shout. "Why don't you tell me the cunt was there with you, Fiona? Go home. You wake the neighbourhood," I tell him, banging the window closed. Fiona shivers next to me. "It'll be fine, he's drunk. He'll go home. See, he's gone already." She looks out the window, still shivering in her light pyjamas. "He'll come back, Maeve. Maybe I should just go down and talk to him. Bring Harvey downstairs and let him see him for a minute." "No, Fiona. He's drunk. He's capable of anything. He could snatch Harvey." Fiona shakes her head vigorously. "One thing about Big Maeve, he'll never hurt his family. Never."